Go, Justin.
I love you, Justin.
Go, Justin. You already know.
Woo! Yeah.
More fire. Push.
All aboard! Unravel your spirit, and you will find a soul shaped like a railroad track, a chorus of church pews, blank staffs, the bones of withering ghosts. These are all they know of their parents. Gutted organs, cracked pipes they sing, eulogies in the lowest octaves of their existence, wandering E-notes, searching for baritone hugs. Where does the vagrant melody of a harmonica hide during an earthquake? When the ground rumbles and sparks like asphalt firecrackers, there were orchestras of trains nestled against the concert halls of nimble chest, ticket-stubbed hearts of little boys and girls, catapulting them somewhere out west, adolescent lullabies hitchhiking on the spines of shooting stars. These melodies
Beautiful.
have tumbleweed stumbled out of the wombs of their mothers, half-lit faces, the moon's flesh-colored fingers pinching their cheeks. Sky isn't so depressing. Stalks of clouds stop crumbling over these iron lads rusting in the rain shadows of the Rockies. You can find nostalgic symphonies clasped in palms, holding on to promises of deliverance. Told there is a harmony in adoption. Your hands will learn to cultivate earth, be taught to carve windmills from your throats. Night sways like a feather from the quill of their father. They're given a bath and a Bible. Preparation for when day no longer breaks but shatters into tomorrow. These children, big bone choirs, have never had a tire swing of a childhood, just suitcases, platforms, noose from lungs in a sweater, crocheted from baptism. So here, take this. It'll keep you warm when the ground feels more like unfingered guitar strings fills that first snowflake from the sky. As a train mimics your drunken fathers, alcoholic trombones staggering the station stories of fickle hearts, brand iron crescendos into want ads of newspapers telling farmers, shopkeepers, come out, come see the fresh new slaves they march, tiptoeing cleft note stomping, single line candidates for this 19th century musical holocaust stretched across opera stages, can taste the breath, hear the cascading yodeling of fat people echoing against orphan bone. A voice floats down from the balcony like a tributary. Take whomever you want. Take Johnny with a dull bronze complexion. His skin smells like the music of 53 antique trumpets. Look at Karen, how she stands. Vertebrae complementing the accordions and her spine buried. Falsettos under fingertips. She'll be good at making beds. In the late 1800s, in the cartwheeling of the century, this is what they call the sound of music. 1,000 tons of steel, bent by blacksmiths in heaven with rotating legs, tightrope walking across the iron arms of angels. And I swear, one of the orphan train riders visited me in a dream. Smelt of a tenor prophecy. His name is Anthony. And lately, he's been sharing a bunk bed with God, praying with hands woven from sheet music. He asked me, is it holy or sacred for it to sound like bellowing plywood when he breathes? I tell him, I don't know. I'm just a boy wishing on fallen eyelashes with a pocket full of folk songs. My ears somersaulting on the sound of your praise, your gospel hymns, the locomotives, he says. Tell them of us, of our songs jukeboxed across 47 skies. Keep the train moving. Straighten your cap, wield your baton, watch me pay both conductors, children. Add more coal to the firebox dangling from your ribcage. I want to see a symphony of steam pulsating from your nostrils, bowls and violins, flutes. Mourn your parents' deaths and be minor. This is the last stop on this train.
They're not playing today. It's a semifinals. People are not playing today. You guys can breathe now. Breathe. We got on deck Absolute But right now, show some love for Vaughan.
All right, Paul Kelly. You're like 6 years old. Go ahead, Paul Kelly Jr. I 6th grader. You're so cute. Yeah, yeah, baby. Shut up.
Remember your first dance. It was on the back of a firefly. And I swore that the angels play the harp on the side of your rib cages. He would never be able to spread wings of a saint. His name was Vaughan Kelly Jr. Spelled V-A-U-G-H-A-N-K-E-L-L-Y. Scratched off Junior because his father was never man enough for them to become one when he was 14. Told ink dreams from the point of his pen. And only wished that forgiveness would be a sacrifice, so he prayed to God last night. But God doesn't understand mumbling tongues. And it was in the tongues that Christ spoke while pinned to the cross of ecstasy. So take the nails and dagger into the sorrow of his own self-pity. He would never be able to cry the tears Christ cried by tying his shackles onto this damn thing you call life.
Right.
Have you ever heard God's heartbeat? It sounds like a soft, sweet Harlem lullaby. And when the rain comes, he heard his mother's footsteps beat on the windowsill of broken apartment buildings. Mama, don't fall, because you taught your son never to fall in the wrong path of righteousness. You kept him going to church every Sunday, carrying church boy tattooed into his forehead, creased into his back, learning the basic instructions before leaving earth, the Bible, sitting with swollen behind in dusky old pews, listening to church organs hum, to the sermons of shaking tambourines that dance to the pleading voice of suffering. But if you haven't noticed, that the struggles have no longer been a nightmare, but this boy has been tossed to and fro, and in his dreams, the devil wear halos like golden crowns, claiming his innocence, his throne, and leaving no room for the light of God. So his mother taught him to shake hands with the darkness first. He would never be able to spread wings of a saint. So he stroked them backwards like a dragonfly, wearing the curses of this God-forsaken world as his cross, using his throat for a jar to catch fireflies, because his vocal cords would never be able to sing him. But Harlem has hopscotch on his back. So tell Leonardo da Vinci to stitch his face on the back of God and Vaughan. Let Langston Hughes show you how to play their minds like strings being popped from violins, because they are amazed of your voice. And your presence on the stage must be hot here, because it has been to know that your words have left them a hostage for the crime of saluting their ears at the sound of a whistle. Vaughan, let your dance on the firefly burn from your lips, and your vocabulary of a wingspan